Hello, so today we're going to break down how much it costs to build our DIY camper van on a budget.
We set a budget of around £3,000, so let's see if we manage to stick to that.
So we split the cost down into three main sections: supplies, appliances and decorations, but we're also going to talk about things that you need to consider.
So then, for the supplies, this is things like plywood, Sikaflex, screws, everything, paint like that. This is all added together and it costs us
£846.23.
I do feel like this was a way we could save money because we've made the full thing out of plywood. We haven't used any fancy materials.
Like timber.
What is timber?
Well,
yeah, Lauren knows.
Oh,
so we haven't, like,
granite.
for example, our kitchen worktops aren't a fancy worktop.
No,
it's
they're
just
not
plywood.
marble.
Yes.
Appliances.
So we had the shower tray, which was £52.70. One of the roof vents, £111.50. Another roof vent, £115. We then have the oven, which we actually got given, but we bought him a bottle of whiskey to say thank you.
Basically, this guy's whole boat set on fire, but it wasn't the oven's fault.
We then have the sink, which was £75.94.
Foot pump, £35.89. Fridge, £519.95. Porta potty, £86. Mattress, £150. So together, with all of these little bits and bobs, it came to a whopping £1,117.98.
£71.98.
What did I say?
£17. That moves us on to decoration. So we have the LED lights, which costs £74.94. The wall pattern, that cost £32.75. The curtains and the seats and the cushions and stuff cost £230. And then other bits of decoration like the vines and picture frames and all Lauren's little necessities cost us about £100.
But it could have been way more if I wanted it to be. In total, all the decorations cost £437.89.
If you've got this far, please leave a like because we've been bickering.
We've been bickering. He keeps like rattling my cage the wrong way. He does. Also, wall pattern is fake splashback. The grand total was £2,455.90.
Which means we were below budget.
We were. So technically we've got another like £600 to spend on little knickknacks,
No,
which is fantastic.
definitely
I'm
not.
going to have the whole place filled with vines.
So then, things to consider with our van build is we haven't yet added any solar yet, and that could cost an extra £200-300 probably. And we also bought the van, so you've got to add that into the cost, and we bought this for about £5,200, which were a bit a lot at the time, but everyone were buying vans, so it was just how expensive they were. And then it also got a few issues with it as well when we looked a bit deeper, so that probably cost another £500-600 in repair work.
Another couple of things is no tools were bought, so thankfully we've been lucky enough to have Tom's granddad, which has basically had all the tools that we needed, as he used to be a mechanic. So he's really been like a saving grace when it failed its MOT and obviously like building the interior and all of that. And then the second was the amount of research that actually has to go into this is massive. So Tom, bless him, you've been researching everything, like what to buy and...
Yeah, you've got to do a lot of shopping around, so don't just buy the first like sink you see or first fridge or first whatever.
Because if you do
shop
that,
around.
like I was under the impression that I wanted like a really deep Belfast sink. However, it's sometimes it just doesn't work with the layout of your van, and if you want to make it work, you've got to sacrifice a lot of things to be able to do that. We have done a time lapse of the van build and a van tour, which will be linked down below, so if you want to watch that, go and give them a watch.
We hope this has helped you get a bit of an idea of how much it cost, and if you've got any questions, just comment them and we'll try our best.
Also,
to help.
you're going to have to excuse us because we're new to this whole YouTube thing. And
it's harder than it looks.
It actually
talking to a
is.
camera. On that note, we'll leave you to it, and we hope you have a nice day. What have you got to say?
I hope you have a cracking day. If you want to subscribe, that's great. But once again, no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure from our end. You do what you want to do. I mean, we have just hit 120, which is fantastic. Tom's constantly watching the analytics, which isn't healthy.
We're flying up.
But it's great to see. It really is. So if you do, that's great. But again, no pressure.
We'll see you next time.